Awesome. Our count's going up. This is great. All right. Welcome everyone to the Potomac and Chesapeake Association for College Admissions Counseling College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. Each will have 6 minutes to share more about their institution, but we'll be around for the entire session to answer your questions. My name is Chelsea and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type questions to our presenters at any time. This is one of many sessions happening, so be sure to check the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/PCACAC. And now I'm going to turn it over to our first presenter, and that is Carlow University.
Thank you, Chelsea. Everybody, my name is Melanie Gable, and I'm Assistant Director of Enrollment at Carlow University. And I'd like to say Chatham Mille Falce, or as we like to say here at Carlow, 100,000 welcomes. 100,000 welcomes, or Chatham Mille Falce, is a Gaelic saying that is very special to us at Carlow because we do have a very rich Irish heritage stemming from the Sisters of Mercy. Carlow University is a small, private Catholic university in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, offering excellent professional and liberal arts programs. We were founded by the Sisters of Mercy, who came to America from Ireland, which is why we greeted you the way we did today. Because we were founded by the Sisters of Mercy, we have a very rich heritage, a very rich mission that we really live by. And because of that, Carlow really is committed to several different values of the Sisters of Mercy, values, things such as service and social justice. And we do welcome everyone of every different background, belief, things like that. But if you ever get a chance to look into our history, our story is amazing. I would love to share it with you, but with only 6 minutes, I can't go into detail, but definitely look into it. Our history is so rich and it's so powerful. But we always kind of ask students, what is Carlow the right choice for you? Why did you select Carlow? And we always hear the same responses. We always hear because of our size, our location, and our academic programs. Carlow, we're a small school. We have about 2,300 students total on our campus, with an undergraduate department of about 1,300 students. So our average class size is between about 15 and 20 on campus, with a student to faculty ratio of 10 to 1. We offer over 50 undergraduate programs of study with numbers of minors to go along with that. We are a 14-acre private campus located right in the heart of the Oakland section of the city of Pittsburgh. So we do both, that we offer the best of both worlds on our campus. We do offer 14 varsity athletic sports, which we do offer athletic scholarships for our athletes. And we do both, so we have a 97% placement rate for our alumni to either gainful employment or graduate program. Like I said, we are in the Oakland section of the city of Pittsburgh, so we do offer the best of both worlds, a small private campus with all of the supports and everybody knows everybody, but steps away from an amazing area that we're really, really fortunate to be able to utilize the city of Pittsburgh as an extension of our campus for when it comes time for internships, clinical experiences, things like that. We are just steps away from amazing opportunities happening. We are said to be in the Eds, Meds, and Tech district of the city of Pittsburgh. And because of our atmosphere, because of where we are, the students are able to do a number of different things when it comes time for experiential learning. In fact, our students tend to be leaving our campus at graduation with a minimum of 3 experiential type learning experiences under their belt. Again, because of our amazing location, because of the connections we have and the prestige of our programs. We have over 40 different academic programs to choose from. We're actually over 50 at this point, ranging from pre-professional programs, liberal arts programs, and accelerated programs, meaning you can start your master's level work your senior year in college. We do encourage double majors and minors. We want students to be as marketable as possible upon graduation. And like I said, with those values of the Sisters of Mercy, civic engagement and service learning opportunities are bountiful on our campus. We do want our students to be able to leave our campus not only with a strong academic background, but with the opportunities to be able to go out into this world to be strong, ethical leaders ready to make a difference. On campus range from the nursing and healthcare arenas. We have an amazing biology and cardiovascular perfusion technology program, which is a really interesting program. It's an accelerated master's degree. Students are leaving within 4.5 years with a bachelor's and master's degree, prepared to operate the heart and lung machines during open heart surgeries when the heart is stopped. A great chemistry program. Our nursing program is probably our most popular major on campus. It is a 4-year nursing program with the opportunity to do clinical experiences in a minimum of 8 different hospitals surrounding us. Also, a very strong respiratory therapy bachelor's degree program, an interoperative neuromonitoring program. Also, the health sciences to prepare students for occupational therapy, physical therapy, physician's assistant, or speech language pathology with a graduate program on our campus or a graduate program of their choosing. We also have strong helping professions majors surrounding things like art therapy, early childhood education, early development and learning. Our psychology and social work programs are very strong with master's and also doctoral work on our campus. Creative and expressive programs such as art, communication, creative writing with a concentration in areas of either poetry, fiction, or creative nonfiction, and English. Beyond the classroom, we have so much going on the campus, from our different 14 varsity sports to study abroad, campus ministry, and anywhere in between. Although we're a small campus, we have so much going on for students to get involved with. The admissions process is very simple. At Carlow, you are assigned a personal enrollment counselor at the point of application. You can apply for free on the Common App or on our website at carlow.edu/apply. We are rolling admissions, and we still have a test optional route for students to apply. So I would look forward to having you send us your transcript with your application, and we can review you for admission and for scholarship purposes. So hopefully we'll see your application this fall.
Awesome, thank you. Next up, we have Lycoming College.
Hi, everybody. I'm going to share my screen here. Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Katie, and I'm representing Lycoming College today. I'm a recent graduate of Lycoming, so I just graduated last year in 2021 with a bachelor's in neuroscience. And I am loving recruiting for my alma mater while I kind of navigate the graduate school process and figure out exactly where I would like to go from here. So I'm excited to talk to you today about Lycoming. So who we are, Lycoming was founded in 1812. So we're actually one of the 50 oldest colleges in the United States, which is really cool. So we come with a lot of history. We're a campus of about 1,200 students. So like Carlow, we're also a small liberal arts private institution. And we are also a very diverse campus. So we have students from about 13 countries and 26 states. So we really thrive on our diversity at Lycoming. Faculty, we have 88 full-time faculty, and most of our faculty hold a PhD or the highest equivalent in their field. And we offer about a 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio. And, you know, just from my experience, professors are, they're awesome. They really get to know their students, and you really create that personal relationship with your professors, which is awesome. So what we offer, we have 43 majors and 66 minors. And with it being a liberal arts education, you're going to take, you know, cross-disciplinary courses. So you'll take things in different areas and just really broaden your education in that kind of way. Some of our exciting new programs that we're offering, things like astrophysics, biochemistry, neuroscience, which is what I graduated with, energy studies, entrepreneurship, and Latin American archaeology are some of our newer things that we have going on. Some of our really popular programs on campus are going to be our business program, our pre-med, pre-health programs, our psychology program, and criminal justice is also very popular at Lycoming. And 100% of our students complete what we call an enhanced academic experience. So this is really what sets our students apart, because 100% of our students have to complete this enhanced academic experience, or what we call an EAE. And really, these are designed to promote intellectual, professional, and personal development to better prepare graduates for careers and advanced degrees. And so these EAEs can look different for everybody. So they can be internships. Our staff will work with you to see if we can find an internship where you're from, or locally within the Williamsport area, which is where Lycoming is located. It could be field work. We have a Clean Water Institute. So if anybody is interested in like environmental science, ecology, that kind of thing, we have an internship that looks specifically at the different waterways within Williamsport, and they do some testing on that and stuff like that. It could be a research project. Lots of our faculty have research labs on campus that they allow students to work in and do projects on. Or it could be a study abroad opportunity, and we offer lots of those as well. And so we have career advisors that are held in the different areas of study, and they're kind of who help our students find the different things that they may want to do with their enhanced academic experience. So student life on campus. So we have lots going on at Lycoming. We're a small school, but lots of different things happening. So we have about 80+ student-run clubs and organizations. They can vary from academic things, student government, music, the arts, religious clubs, service-oriented, and Greek life is also very popular on campus. And something unique that we have is outdoor leadership and education, or called OLE. And I think that Pennsylvania, especially the area within Williamsport, is awesome for outdoor activities. So this group leads different hiking trips, camping trips, canoeing trips. We have a huge rock wall on our campus, and that's where you see this picture on the side here. So they do all different kinds of trips, and everything is free to students. So if you're really interested in the outdoors, that would be a great thing for you. We also offer 19 NCAA Division III athletic teams, and we're really excited to be bringing in baseball and women's field hockey in 2023. So we're really excited about that. And we also hold a lot of college-wide events. So we have our student activities board, and they do campus carnivals and Broadway trips and weekend bus trips and all that different kind of stuff. So we have all of that to offer. I believe that was my last thing. And just real quick, I did want to mention just for the application process, typical application either through the Common App or Coalition app. We're looking for a high school transcript, a letter of recommendation. And as of right now, we are offering a test optional choice as long as you were in the top 50% of your graduating class. So those are the things that we're looking for application. And yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, next up we have Pennsylvania College of Technology.
Thank you, Chelsea. So hello, everyone. My name is Maya Tsai. I'm from Pennsylvania College of Technology. So let me share my screen here. Can you see my screen here? Okay.
Yes, all looks good.
Okay, thank you. So I'm very happy that you are able to join us here virtually for this presentation. Again, my name is Maya Tsai. I'm admission counselor here at Pennsylvania College of Technology. We call Penn College. My main responsibility is working with out-of-state students, except New York and New Jersey, and with all international students. Hopefully this brief presentation will help you gain some understanding about Penn College. Penn College is a national leader in applied technology education. Our faculty are industry experts with relevant, proven experience. We do not utilize any graduate teaching assistants. Our program at Penn College live under one of 3 academic schools. These schools include business, arts and sciences, engineering, technologies, nursing, and health sciences. We have over 100 diverse majors to choose from in high demand fields. Many successful students, they are beginning their career after graduation and putting their degree to work quickly, which is the evident in our 96.2% graduate placement rate. And we have over 150 learning labs on campus, offer plenty of opportunity for students to practice their hands-on skills. Very important to address is that we offer small class size. So this way that a student will receive personal attention and more face time with instructors who are ready to share real world experience and access to technology in state-of-the-art facility. Our labs represent the equipment, tools, and process found in real-life work environment. Our industry connection and advisory board help us connect the latest technology and keep our practice current. For example, what you can see here on screen, upper left corner is our 20-seat, 20-chair dental hygiene clinic. It's a live learning lab for dental hygiene students. It's a great opportunity for current Pennsylvania Penn College students to get their teeth cleaned for just $5. And also a great opportunity for the dental hygiene student to understand and learn how to build patient and dentist relationship. Next is the concrete science lab, and the upper right-hand corner is the aviation technician maintenance student in our aviation center. The picture on the lower left-hand is our newest program, brewing and fermentation science major. And also baking and culinary program, student in our college-owned fine dining Lagoon Chef restaurant, and the automotive lab. So many of our programs, the hands-on real-world experience extend outside the classroom through internship, clinical, and senior capstone projects. Why are these important? This opportunity actually allows students to network and work with professional and prospective employers in their industry. Students also gain additional hands-on experience outside the classroom. At Penn College, students also have opportunity to gain global experience through our short-term faculty-led study abroad program. Some programs are major specific and some are generalized. For example, dental hygiene students have opportunity to enroll in credit-bearing elective course and join an 8-day trip to Dominican Republic. And this year, I believe it's next week, our architecture faculty will lead a group of students to Spain to explore, the architecture sceneries in Spain. Another fun trip led by transportation technology faculty they have visited numbers of hotspots in France, Italy, including Alfa Romeo, Lamborghini, Ferrari, and Maserati facilities. Finding the right college goes beyond academic side. It's also important to know what is available outside the classroom. Getting involved open the door to enhance soft skills, resume building, and meeting students from over the world. At Penn College, we offer on-campus apartment-style housing options for you to fully immerse yourself in the college experience. And on campus, we offer, we have over 60 different student clubs, organization that you can join based on your majors, your leadership experience, or your interest, depends on what type of opportunity you are looking for. We also have a Green Life if you want to participate in a sorority or fraternity. And if you want to explore further, we are actually in the central location, about 3 to 4 hours to many major cities such as Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, New York, and Washington, D.C. On campus, we are also offer 16 NCAA Division III intercollegiate athletic sports. We have many successful students. You're welcome to check out our alumni website to read all the successful students, their stories. And the steps to apply for admission, we're still accepting application for fall 2022. If you are a senior and still haven't decided your major, you're welcome to check out our requirements and submit an application. The last thing that I would like to address is the opportunity to visit the campus. We have several open house days for in the summer. This is very important for all students to do before they make their final decision. That's for today. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great night.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Next up, we have Chatham University.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Nicole. I'm an admission counselor here at Chatham, and I'm going to share my screen and let's see. Is it showing?
Not yet.
Oh, Oh, there we go. All righty. Okay. All right, so I am here from Chatham University, which is a Pittsburgh school, as is kind of a theme for some of the colleges tonight. So I'm excited to tell you a little bit more about us. We are a city school in the city of Pittsburgh, which is on the west side of the state of Pennsylvania. We're a small liberal arts campus. We've been around since 1869, and we used to be all female, but we are now co-ed university, about 33% male to 67% female population. So it's a great city, very livable. I've been here my whole life. I love it. It's a great college town, as well as, there's several universities within just minutes of each other. So it's a great community as well. What we like to do is kind of utilize the city as a greater campus for our students. And we do that through letting them have an ID that takes them across the city with free Pittsburgh public transportation. We get them discounts to, multicultural events, to sporting events. We really want them to kind of, enjoy their time on campus, but also utilize the city that's in their backyard. And we also utilize it for internships, which is something that is required for all of our students. And we have some great connections across the city of Pittsburgh, but we are also dedicated from day one to helping students prepare for the best internship that fits them in any city. And we've even helped students intern abroad. So these are our campuses. Our main campus in Shadyside is one of the neighborhoods in Pittsburgh on the East End, about 15 minutes from downtown. And our Eden Hall campus is about 40 minutes north. And that is almost 400 acres, and it is built from the ground up for sustainability. So that is what houses our School of Sustainability and Environmental Sciences. Living on campus, we have 6 residence halls, one of those being at that Eden Hall campus, and 7 apartments. So whether you're living in a turn of the century mansion, a traditional dorm, or an apartment, there's plenty of housing for you here. And a little bit more about who our students are. As I mentioned, we are a small liberal arts school, and that is made up of students coming from all across the United States and all across the world. This number also includes our graduate students, and that has grown to about 2,400 students since last year when we just had our largest incoming class. So that was very exciting. Some of the things that our students love to be participant in, whether that's intramural sports, we also are NCAA D3, we have athletics for men and women and everything, even including squash, just ranked 13th in the nation. So very excited about that. That is a newer team, and so kind of a fun niche sport we have, as well as clubs and organizations. They span the gamut. It can be major specific, so our nursing club, to cultural and fun. I was actually a couple students in the science department that created the ukulele club, and it stuck. So that is one of our favorites of our students. Our cold case files club is very popular for our crim and psych majors, but anyone is welcome to join it, and they actually have solved real cold case files. So there's lots of ways to make your footprint at the university, whether that's through a club or our magazine or newspaper. To get into some of our academics, we range anything from business to the health sciences, to the arts, but I would pick out a couple of these, neuroscience, trying to kind of reflect the healthcare industry that's big in Pittsburgh, as well as exercise science. Environmental science gets into that sustainability campus we have. Immersive media is a really unique major, one of very few in the nation of its kind, where students learn how to make virtual and augmented reality and 3D designs. Our integrated degree programs are an extension of academics. So this is where a student can be applying into either a master's or entry-level doctorate program as they're applying into their first year. And if you get a guaranteed seat, it's kind of nice to know you have that seat in a master's program waiting for you. So usually it's kind of shortened. So a 3+2, the doctoral level ones are a little bit different. They're a little longer. But again, a really great option to look into if you already know you want to go into higher education beyond undergrad. Study abroad is very popular here. About 45% of our students do study abroad at some point in their time here, and we do give $1,200 towards all our students. They can use it towards a Chatham experience or towards a third party. We just want them to get abroad and have that experience. Academic merit scholarships are always awarded with applications. So if you apply and get in, you'll get anywhere, and this number has updated from 15 to 22,000. We'll also have other scholarships you can apply for up to full tuition. And of course, file that FAFSA. Very important to get additional aid from the government and Chatham. And lastly, the application process. We will open up in August. You can either go through our website or through the Common App. Both are free. We're looking for those official high school transcripts. And we do also recommend an essay and letter of recommendation. And finally, we are test optional for fall 23 and moving forward. So give us an application, come visit us on campus. We'll have summer open houses coming up here soon, and we'd love to see you. I'll drop some information in the chat, and thanks so much for having me.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Next up, we have Pittsburgh Institute of Aeronautics.
Good evening. Thank you for having me. Thanks for being here. We really appreciate it. Let me share my screen with you. All right, there we go. So again, my name is Sally Krasovic, and I'm with the Pittsburgh Institute of Aeronautics. We specialize in training aircraft technicians for the aviation industry. And just a little fun fact, because not many people know this, but we're actually one of the oldest aviation schools in the country. We have been in existence since 1929. So we were founded out of the Curtiss-Wright Flying Services. So just a little fun fact on us. We're a nonprofit educational institution, and we were ranked by Forbes as the #1 two-year trade school in the country. And that wasn't just as an aeronautical school, but that was above all trade schools. So something we're very proud of. Since 1929, where our main campus is in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, we have now extended out and we have campuses in Youngstown, Ohio. We're in Hagerstown, Maryland, and Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And our Hagerstown campus, we've been there since 2011, and it's only 2 miles from Pennsylvania. So it's great for those in Pennsylvania as well as those in Maryland. So we are not your typical four-year college. We do not have lots of different curriculum options. We don't have large lecture halls. There's nothing wrong with this at all. It's just not who we are. What we are is a hands-on educational institution. So our students work in small groups, in small classes, where they prepare and get the information that they need to qualify themselves to work in the industries that we're speaking about and going to speak about right now. So this is an element that our students really thrive on because they're working on live aircrafts and engines. So as I said, we're very specialized. At PIA, we only offer 2 programs, aircraft maintenance and avionics, aviation electronics. Avionics, that's like working on the brains of a plane. So you're working on things like the navigation, communication systems, the radar systems. You're working on flight controls and even the automatic piloting systems. Then you have your maintenance technicians. So they're working on, think of the muscle of the plane. So they get to inspect, repair, and maintain every aspect of that aircraft from nose to tail. So that means that they need to learn airframe. Airframe is your sheet metal and welding, your composite materials, your hydraulics and pneumatics, and the power plant. And the power plant, very simply, is all the different engines of the aircraft. So that's your A&P, airframe and power plant certification. With that certification, you can work in many different areas. You can go into research and development with companies like Pratt & Whitney, or maybe you're more interested in building planes. So you can go into aircraft manufacturing with companies like Boeing, Lockheed Martin. Or maybe you're more interested in aircraft maintenance, where you oversee a fleet of aircraft, doing things like scheduled inspections, aircraft overhauls, and aircraft repairs. Our graduates go on and work at places like NASA, SpaceX, Aerojet Rocketdyne, Piedmont Airlines. They can go into commercial and regional airlines. There are so many different pathways that our graduates can go work into. They can go into alternative technologies. This means that the skills that they learn are transferable into many different areas, even outside aviation, if that's what they're interested in. Wind turbines, nuclear submarines, robotics. Disneyland hires A&P mechanics to work on its roller coasters. So there's many areas you can get into. So at the Hagerstown campus, we offer the Aviation Maintenance Technology A&T certification. It's a full-time program. It's 16 months in length. That's it, just 16 months. And at the end of the 16 months, our students will have earned that FAA airframe and power plant certification. To come to school with us, all that you need is your high school diploma. We do not need your SATs or ACTs. We do not need you to have any mechanical or aviation experience, because we will teach you the fundamentals starting from the ground up. There's many ways to pay for school, as we know. The biggest one is financial aid. So make sure you're working on those FAFSA forms, as my colleague had just said as well. But at PIA, we're very fortunate, and Piedmont Airlines have even said, because there's such a shortage of A&P mechanics, that if you want to come to school with us at our Hagerstown or Myrtle Beach campus, they will pay 100% of your tuition. They will pay your tuition, your fees, your testing fees. They'll even give you a fully loaded toolbox. In return, when you graduate, you will go work for them for 2 years. It's not the only way to pay for school, but it is a great way to pay and look at this program. So if you feel that you are somebody that likes to work with your hands, you like to take things apart and put them back together again, that you have attention to detail, then this could be a good career choice for you. So if anything I have said to you today has tweaked your interest, then I recommend that you can scan, take a picture with your phone, the QR code. I'll put my contact information in the box and reach out to us. We would love to talk to you and answer any questions that you have. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Alrighty, next up we have Bucknell University.
Hi, everyone. Well, I'm going to share my screen with you. Let's see here. See if I can find what I want. All right, the screen two. Let's try this one here. All right, hopefully everybody can see that okay.
Looks great.
All right, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining me. We've got such great information from all the different schools today. I've learned a lot from the many schools that have presented so far, so it's been really good for me as well. So normally this is a presentation we like to get to students attending Bucknell. Here's what I'm going to talk to you about real briefly. My name is Lee Dawson. I'm one of the admissions counselors at Bucknell, and I want to just touch briefly on who we are as an institution, where Bucknell can take you, what you experience as a student here at Bucknell, and how to apply for financing and of your education. So I'll keep it try to simple. I'll keep it moving along, and we'll save room for questions. Bucknell's been in existence for over 175 years, so it has a long tradition, but we don't rest on those traditions. As an institution, we tend to be more selective. So I like to get that out there first so you understand what you're coming into us here. But the thing that makes Bucknell a special place is that we focus on involving you as a student in the education process. It's not just coming, getting a bunch of lecture. We want to involve you. And so you'll see a lot of your professors working with you to help enhance your education. And we encourage that. And we'll talk a little about this a little bit later on, but we talk about research opportunities for students too. And that's also what drives us here. You'll find lots of new construction on Bucknell's campus, lots of lab spaces to really help students grow. And I'll touch on that a little bit more here if I can. There are 3 colleges at Bucknell. There's the College of Arts and Sciences, a College of Engineering, and the Freeman College of Management. Of the 3, the largest is going to be the College of Arts and Sciences, and you have Engineering and the College of Management. The 2 competitive are going to be Management and also Engineering. So just to kind of give you an idea of what you'll see on that there. All right. The size of Bucknell is we're roughly about 3,600 students, but Bucknell, for all intents and purposes, is a classic liberal arts institution. Students who come here will be able to major in one area, but you'll also be able to double major. You'll be able to minor. But if you have a major, you want to take classes, if I'm an engineering major and I want to take classes in music, I can do that. If I'm a business major and I want to take classes in theater, I can do that. So there's nothing stopping you. The whole idea here is designed to give you opportunities to explore as a student. That's what we're focused on doing for you as a student. The student-to-teacher ratio is going to be about 9 students to 1 professor. So class sizes are going to be very small. So even though we have 3,600 students, your class size is going to be really small. And 0, the number you see there, is going to represent how many classes are taught by student assistants or graduate students. None of our classes are taught by student assistants or graduate students. That means you have direct access to your professors, your faculty all the time. And we do that on purpose because at Bucknell, you'll find a sense of community as you work with your teachers and your faculty and so on. The part of the focus for Bucknell is going to be a lot of hands-on with you, okay? That's going to be a big component. So although you're going to get lecture, you're also going to find opportunities to do that hands-on experience. And one of the unique things about Bucknell has an animal science behavior. We're one of very few institutions that offer that. So we actually have an actual primate lab on campus where you can actually do research. And a lot of our students that do research at Bucknell go on to get their works published. They go on to do presentations at conferences. And you don't have to do anything special to be part of a research study here at Bucknell. A lot of our students who go into psych, who go into nursing or go into pre-med, like doing the hands-on work and working with our primate labs. It just gives them an opportunity to do the research and get a feel for what that's like for as a student here. So where do Bucknell graduates go once they graduate from Bucknell? Well, 95% of our students report finding a job or going on for graduate students. But we see a lot of our students using Bucknell as a springboard to their next level of education, which might be at an NYU, a Columbia, Johns Hopkins, a Harvard, UPenn. So it's a nice springboard to that next level. And we see a lot of students go on to pre-med or pre-law. One of the cool things about Bucknell is we actually have academic advisors, but we have academic advisors who specialize in pre-med. And so they're going to make sure that you're taking the right type of classes to get you in a particular med school that you want to go into. It's not a guarantee, of course, but we want to position you in the best way possible so you get into the schools that you desire to get into. And that's going to be some of our goals here. There are famous people that have gone to Bucknell. To my left here, you'll see Akinbe, an actor, Philip Roth, an author, Rachel Sherbo, who worked as a Disney Imagineer on the Star Wars Galaxy ride down in Disney, just to name a few things. When you come to Bucknell, you become part of a supportive community. There's over 50,000 alumni here at Bucknell, but they work with our students to be mentors and helping our students get internships on places like Wall Street at, Price Waterhouse, or any big major firms you can imagine on Wall Street, or do interactions with CEOs at Silicon Valley, and just name it. So we work really closely with our students too. You'll find a lot of support here for students when you come to a Bucknell. A couple of things we'll talk more briefly on, just kind of touch a little bit on the different type of majors you'll see in the different areas. So for College of Arts and Sciences, you'll find majors like art, music, chem, biology, anthropology, English, language is one of the areas you can get into, or Spanish. Engineering, one of our other majors here you'll see here. You'll find opportunities to get into civil engineering, mechanical engineering, biomedical engineering. So there's just a lot of different things that students can do. And then you also have management, which allows you to do a lot of work working with companies on Wall Street. And you'll get into the interesting thing about Bucknell is that you don't have to choose your major your first year. You have at least like full year before you choose your major. We do offer study abroad for students, and we do 95% of our students live on campus. So you'll find that single rooms, double rooms, and affinity houses you'll see there. The last thing I'll say real quickly here is that we're a D1 school, lots of activities for students to be able to do. When we talk about you as a student real quickly here, I know I'm down to my last few seconds here. We look at you holistically as a student. So hopefully we'll touch on this in a minute here. We look at you as a whole student, holistically as we're talking about you. So no one thing is going to keep you getting in. No set SAT or ACT score you have to have getting in. We're looking at you as holistically as much as possible. And we'll save time for questions and answers about when to apply for Bucknell during our Q&A. I want to be respectful of our time here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, at this point, I'd like to invite everybody back onto the screen.
I'll stop sharing. I don't know if you can stop my sharing for me or not. How do I do that? I'll just close it out, see if that works. Did it do it?
You should have something on there that says stop share.
Oh, I see. Okay, there we go. Golden. Sorry about that.
All right. So I have a question for all of you, so we can hear from you one more time. My question here for you is, what advice do you have for students who are going through this process, either now or kind of in the near future? And we started with Carlow, so we'll jump back up to Carlow University one more time.
So the biggest piece of advice I would give anybody looking into any college that you're interested in is to visit. Get on campus, set foot on campus, take a tour, talk with actual people on campus. There's a lot to be said about doing research online, but there's nothing that beats talking to actual people on campus, taking a tour, and feeling if it's the right fit for you.
Awesome. Thank you. All righty. And Lycoming College, what is your advice?
I believe my advice would be to keep your options open and visit, quite a few schools, but don't overwhelm yourself at the same time. I think a lot of students have a tendency to visit so many schools that it makes it really hard to come down to a final decision. So I guess I would say, visit kind of your top schools, but don't overwhelm yourself.
Awesome. Thank you. Penn College of Technology, what is your advice?
I agree with Katie and the other counselor, their advice about things to do, and I would suggest that students connect with their admission counselor. Admission counselor definitely will provide a lot of additional information, and then something behind the scene as well. So be sure to know who your admission counselor is.
Awesome. Thank you. Chatham University.
So I'm going to build off what Maya said, in that definitely try to connect with your admission counselor or just an admissions office. You know, the most important thing you can do for yourself is ask questions. Don't be afraid to do that. You are not bothering anyone. That is what we are here for. And if we don't know the answer, we will find it for you. So if you're looking for a student's perspective, we'll get you connected with a student. Or if you're looking for connection with a faculty member, ask us, see what can be done, and do that with all of your schools. But just something to keep in mind, if you're trying to determine if something is that right fit for you, ask as many questions as you need. No one will be bothered. We're all here to help.
Awesome. Thank you. Pittsburgh Institute of Aeronautics.
Well, it seems I'm going to go across along with the theme that everybody else has, is definitely visit and be diverse in the schools you're looking at. Be willing to look at different schools. Get on campus, because that's where you're going to feel it. You know, go to the 2-year schools, the 4-year schools, the trade schools, check out all of them to get a feel. And then, as everybody else has said too, ask questions. I know it can feel overwhelming when you go, but we're all here purposely to help you. So don't be shy to ask those questions. We want them. So the same as everybody else has said.
Awesome. Thank you. And Bucknell University, what is your advice?
Well, I would echo what everybody else said here. I think that the factor will be, of course, what kind of school you're applying to. I know in the case of like Bucknell, where we have an essay, I think my experience has been a lot of times working with students who write essays and whatnot. So I would tell students, if you're going to apply to a school that has an essay, make sure you, when you write your essay for a school that requires that, make it a simple story. Don't try to overdo it. Don't write a story about someone else down the street or your friend, but make it about you and keep it simple. Don't try to kill anybody with the thesaurus. I can't even say it here. The thesaurus. Just keep it, use simple words and just talk about you. And because your application is for, I think for all of our institutions, is still an opportunity for us to get to know you. So when we're looking at your application, it's our way of you introducing yourself to us. So to the degree that you can be as specific or as informative as you can, do that because that helps us in that process.
Awesome. Thank you for that. And thank you everyone for your advice. So it is that time. I am going to wrap things up here. So thanks everyone for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick survey. We really appreciate any feedback you can provide. We encourage you to check back to the schedule and sign up for more sessions. You'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all the others at strivescan.com/PCACAC. And have a great rest of your evening. Bye.